Okay, enough with my belly aching. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to have this sushi. I'm kind of wondering if I can put it in the microwave for like a brief moment, just to get it so the rice isn't hard, and fridge. Obviously, this is not a microwave safe plastic, so I will be putting it on a plate, which is why, I mean, it's not gonna look pretty after this. So this is the crazy tuna. Yeah, crazy tuna roll special. So got that. It does come with soy sauce, ginger, and wasabi, but it's not like the good wasabi, it's the green wasabi. Did I say this was a crazy salmon roll? Because it's for sure shrimp. I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong, or maybe I'm misremembering. Now that I'm a little bit less heated, I'm also like finishing this off. I don't know if I would buy this particular roll, but for $4.99 when I got it for Too Good To Go. I don't know if I go on my way again for this one. The $5.99 one was such a good value though, because it was like a roll, couple of like sushi hand pieces, and then some other food, and then some like wontons and stuff. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, it has like a weird barbecue smoky flavor. I don't know why. I'm gonna use this perfume. I'm gonna head out because there's a lot of train issues today. So I am gonna go to the Valentino, and hopefully that donut's worth it. I think you get perfumes. I think I will get perfume samples and some lipstick samples as well, so it is worth my while. I did not have enough time to fully set up my watch, so the watch face is weird. It's like showing me the atmospheric pressure. So I am going to head out now. Got my mask. I might try to find the other masks because I know I have them somewhere. But let me head out and I shall take you along with me. It's a bummer. I don't even know if they're gonna let me in anymore. I'm not gonna get there until 12:30 because of the train detours. Because now I have to go to 4th and then go back up on the F. Okay, now I'm out here and it says the train is coming in 0 minutes, but I've been down here for like 5 minutes. And the next train's not coming for 15, but that's the other side. I should just go home. Okay, so I turned around and just came home, so I'm waiting for my next train, but I am going to go to the grocery store because my Japanese friend has some requests for some very American items. I'm gonna go pick those up. I also want to try to get my American friend the new Oreos, the Coke Oreos, because I saw on somebody's vlog that they have smaller packs. So I'm gonna try to find those. 3 hours later, I'm back where I started. Never leaving the subway system. I came to buy my friends some stuff, but I never noticed the Mexican pastries before. The store also has a lot of Mexican snacks, but they were past expiry, so I'm not gonna buy those for him. I do need salsa and some chips for myself for this week because it's gonna be a stressful one. I can already tell that. The Japanese friend requested Pop-Tarts, specific ones, s'mores and chocolate. They have them and they're on sale, so I'm gonna grab them. My Japanese friend also said her favorite was Pepperidge Farm cookies, but she thought they were Chips Ahoy, so now I'm like, is it these? Because I was thinking Milanos, because I think those are the most classic. I think I'm gonna do that, because it's definitely after her bedtime, because she's also very pregnant right now. So I'm gonna just do the classic Milanos, the dark chocolate one. The classic American thing. Teddy Grahams, but I don't think I know. I don't know. But they also have Chips Ahoy here. I'm looking for the Oreos. They don't have the Coke flavored Oreos. So now I'm like, are there any special Pringles? I've never noticed this before. I obviously cannot pack this. So my friend usually like reviews sodas, and I can't pack that for sure because that'd be so messy and explode. There's other specialty flavors behind this end cap hidden. I'm gonna go to the other grocery to try to find those Oreos and maybe some other limited edition items. This grocery store has mainly Turkish food, like prepackaged fun snacks, and like Goya, but the Goya packs are huge. And they do have a lot of Oreos, but not the ones that I'm looking for. There's a lot of cookie options here, unlike the other store. I might go to another store. I also might go to Target. My local Target isn't that good. They do have small packs, but they're like in 12 packs. So they have these on sale still. I'm gonna grab a couple more, and this will be my snack for the week too, because I didn't buy any other snacks at the other store. And then I'll also pack a couple. Oh, they have like plastic in here, so I don't know if they're gonna crush. Scratch that. I'll like reassess after my luggage, and I'll come back on Friday. I'm sure they're gonna have stock available. But then they also have these cookies, which also seem intriguing. There's like a lemon wafer and then this orange cream wafer. And chocolate and vanilla is kind of boring. That's just like the hazelnut food. That's a personal opinion. So far I got myself some juice and a couple of Turkish, interesting Turkish cookies. Upstairs they had the guava in a more reachable position. I wasn't going to pull it from the bottom last time. I need to put my mask back on. It smells like mothballs like crazy up here. I'm looking for some frozen veg. It's not on sale, so maybe I'm not going to buy any. Okay, so I don't even know how to put into words how frustrating trying to get to that Valentino event was. I should have just like not left my house after having so many issues with my Apple Watch setup. That should have just been a sign. Now I know to listen to the signs of today is not your day. So yeah, I am back. I'm gonna go back out, I think, because as I was walking here after I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like start packing and then figure it out. I realized that everything I have fits in like a plastic, what's it called, grocery bag. So it's enough space in my suitcase for sure, because I'm not bringing that much stuff. It'll also prevent me from bringing too much stuff that I'm not going to use. So let me show you what I got. Sorry, my allergies are absolute bananas right now. It's fully allergies because it was really dusty out when I was walking around. So let me show you what I got at the grocery store. Some of it's for me, most of it's for friends, just because now I have like ideas and stuff for a few of them. Okay, so I'll start with the things I bought for myself. I bought myself juice because I don't have snacks in the house, and this will be a good snack for the week, and like it's easily consumable and it won't go bad because it's like only a liter of juice, and even though I put water in, anyway, I'm giving too much info. I also got myself some taco sauce because I need that for my burritos, which are going to be essentially my meals for this week, because I did cancel my Bread's Bakery bag, by the way. I also got salsa, same reason, and I have some chips left, but I meant to buy extra chips, but they didn't have any regular tortilla chips at the first grocery store. I forgot to look at the second. Then I got some of these for my friend. It's the enchiladas adobada flavor, and I think this is only available in the States. And my friend likes to try Pringles. And then this is for one of my Japanese friends. Pop-Tarts are actually quite heavy, so now that I feel these, this is actually good for how to pack because they're gonna be good like foundations. And then also requested Pepperidge Farm, but I don't know which one they wanted, and I feel like it has to be Milano's. I feel like that's the most classic one, because that's like the only Pepperidge Farm cookie, except for the ones that are like circles, like a cylinder thing, tube that I've had before, so this must be it. And then I got my friend three of the flavors of Takis I've never seen before. So Blue Heat, this limited edition one that looks like it's for 4th of July, and this Taki zombie flavor. I made sure they had not expired yet because one of my grocery stores is notorious for not having necessarily checked all of that. And then I also got them these Turkish, I think, snacks. One of my grocery stores seems to be owned by Turkish people because it also has Turkish snacks in there. Anyway, that's what I got. It was kind of expensive. The first grocery store, when I got done, I was like, oh, that was more than I thought it was going to be. But it's because a lot of the stuff didn't have prices on them, so I was kind of surprised at the till, as it always is. But I mean, it's fine. Yeah, like the Pepperidge Farm cookies were $7. That's crazy. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna have this gut soda, probiotic soda. It's the Culture Pop soda, strawberry and rhubarb flavor. Essentially, I was trying to put the juice in there, and I was like, what the heck is holding it up? I just have too many cans of soda in there because I buy them as one-offs because I'm like, oh, it sounds like a nice treat, and then I forget about them because I want to put them in the fridge so that they're cold, and then by the time it's cold, I forget that I wanted to drink soda. So let me pour this and let me try some for you and let you know what it tastes like, because the Culture Pop is not like the famous one or the most popular ones, which is like Poppy, and there's another brand that I can't remember. Anyway, this one's not the most popular. I think I had a coupon for this to get it for free, so let me pour some out. It smells really strawberry. It smells very strawberry. Like, it smells like Jolly Rancher strawberry. It tastes like a basil salad. So I don't know if that's a strawberry, because it's usually like a strawberry basil salad, right? I mean, it's not bad. I probably wouldn't buy it again, but I think if I'm gonna treat myself to a soda, I'd rather just have a real soda, like a Coke or something. Okay, so I changed into some indoor pants. So let me tell you, it was like such a struggle, and it's not gonna make much sense unless you like
know the subway system, but essentially my plan was to take the C train because I was only gonna have to walk. Basically, I was trying to be lazy, and should not have been lazy. I should have just taken my regular train. But yeah, so I was gonna take the C train and get off at 23rd because that's what it told me I could do. But then the C train wasn't running on the C line, it was running on the F line, but I don't know the F line as well, so I could have just stayed on the C train, but I got out because I was like, oh my god, where are we? Because I was like, why are we at like Herald Square? We shouldn't be at Herald Square. So I got out, and then I went back uptown because I thought I like got on the wrong train without noticing, and then I went back uptown and then went back downtown on the A to try to get back on track. Should have just stayed on the C. Anyway, and then I got out at Penn Station because I was like, okay, I'll just transfer it to the C because then I'll like get there. The C wasn't running because I was running on the F, so I was like, oh, so I was on the right train. I got out and then there was no train coming, so then I waited 27 minutes, no train came because it was like the little thing that like tells you when the next train is. It got stuck and it said the train was coming in 0 minutes, and then the next train was in 15 minutes, I think, and it was a D train, and then the next F train was in 17 minutes. Anyway, regardless, it never came. And I was standing there, and then the little board thing reset, and then suddenly the D train was there, and I was like, I've been waiting so long. Because then the next F train, which was the one I was trying to get on, wasn't going to come for another 20 minutes after the D came. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm just going home. There's no point. There's no point at all. So then I got on that train, and it was all good until like one stop later, this guy got on, and he was a little bit rough looking. Like he was wearing like all like camouflage army clothes. He got on and he was wearing like leather gloves and a crazy like intense mask, and I was like, and then of course he sits right next to me, and he smells heavily of a lot of items. Cigarette smoke, a lot of liquor, a lot of other stuff. Anyway, so I was like, okay, cool, well at least this train is full. So then as soon as the guy across from me, who was like just like a normal guy, and he had like a really cute backpack, it was like a stuffed bear. I'm guessing it's something streetwear that I'm too not cool to know about, but it was like a really cute backpack. But you know, it's like one of those ones that's like, even though it's really cute, it's like for guys that are kind of like edgy or whatever. Regardless, that's probably not even the right word because I'm such a square. But anyway, he got out at the next stop. So then the guy that was sitting next to me, the kind of scary looking guy, decided to move across from me. And I was like, oh, he really is kind of scary. So then he took off his mask, and I was like, okay, well, at least I know he's not going to gas everything. Because essentially he had this huge, heavy backpack with a lot of canisters in them. And I was like, oh, God, what's happening? Number two, then I was like, okay, fine. I just judged him too hard. He's just like a little bit eccentric. But no, he had a knife strapped to his leg. So I texted my friend because I had like taken a secret photo, and I was like, thank God I took a secret photo and sent it to you. In case I die, send this to like my parents and also the police, please. Because I said he had a knife, then he was like strapping it on and off of his leg, and I was like, oh my God, this is literally how I die. And it was like at the point where it was express, so I couldn't even get out until the next station. So yeah, that was not great. So I got home. I just think I like should not leave my house. So I do still want to do my errands to go to Target to find those dang Oreos. I should have bought them last week, but it was only the big pack. And somebody's video, I swear I watched, that they went to Walmart and they had like a small pack, you know, like the little 6 cookie packs. And I have not seen that. So I'm going to go to my, not Walmart, I don't have a Walmart, my Target. Because hopefully they have it there. Maybe, no, the Rite Aid is terrible here. I'm not going to go to the Rite Aid. I think it might not even be open anymore, honestly, because Rite Aid is not doing well in the market. I also found out how to set up the watch face. So now I have, I'm not going to show it to you because there's a lot of secret information on it, but now it has, why does it say that it's recording? I'm going to have to figure this out. Because it has like the little red dot on it, which I think means it's recording. Okay, I Googled it. Google is my best friend for Apple products, apparently. The red dot does not mean it's recording. It means I have notifications. I still don't know how to set everything up. This is like way too many customizations. Just give me... I'm now like, should I just return it and just use a dumb guy Fitbit? And it's not even a dumb guy Fitbit. Fitbit does a lot. It just like, you don't have to mess around with too much. And I accidentally almost called SOS because apparently the hold down feature is very sensitive. Still sitting on the sofa. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Target today. I'm still waiting for my suitcase. My Amazon order was here when I arrived, so I was able to get that. Not that anyone would steal it. It was a pretty small package. I'll unbox it tomorrow, but it's just like, I bought some runts because I was like, that sounds good, and they were also like really cheap. And then I bought a watch band and something else. The watch band for my Apple Watch. So then, essentially this silicone watch band, I don't care for it so much because I feel like it's just gonna like flop around. Oh, hold on, Sports Center is playing. Why is it auto playing? I don't even watch sports. Sorry, I had to restart my Fire Stick because I don't know, I think I need to buy a new Fire Stick, but it keeps turning like green, and then the audio and the picture get unsynced, and then it's also like in green tone. But I keep restarting it, and then it works for like a couple days, and then it does it again, so it is a workaround. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so this watch band, I'm used to it like having a place where it will like secure it, and it kind of secures it, but also it's like really easy to flop off the arm. So if I'm trying to tighten it, like I tried to tighten it in the subway station today and I dropped it, so I should buy my Apple Care before too late, because I think I have 50 days to buy the Apple Care, or 60 days. Oh, and I also forgot that I had tickets for the Kiehl's event as well, so completely wasted an entire day. I wouldn't have made the Kiehl's event at 1 p.m. either. By the time I like got on a train to go back uptown from where I was, it was already like 1 o'clock. Crazy. Okay, it's chips o'clock, so I have today these ones. So essentially I bought these a while ago and I haven't tried them yet. They're from that grocery store. They're Turkish chips, and I thought I bought 2 different flavors, but then they're both hot spice, so I have 2 hot spice ones. So let's see if they're good. So again, they have, oh, I almost missed it. There's a pull tab here. Oh, now that I have it open, I think I must have cut out me trying to open it because it was probably really loud for the mic. But now that I see it, I think I can actually pack these pretty easily for my friend to try, because I thought it was going to be like put in there kind of like stacks, like Pringles, but they're just kind of floating around. And again, there's like a little basket, like plastic basket area in here, so they look pretty flavorful, to be honest. They're kind of stale. I haven't opened them yet, obviously, so I think that perhaps this packaging is not the most airtight. They're not expired yet. They have like 3 more years left, but let's try one more. Yeah, the flavor is good. The chips are good. They're just a little stale. So again, they don't expire until the 2026. Actually, no, I read that wrong. They expired already last month. I think that's the other problem with New York grocery stores. Like sometimes you have to be really diligent checking the expiry. Like even Trader Joe's, I bought some expired stuff before. Like I bought a box of soup and it expired like the year prior, and I was like, I don't know how I got this, but I bought it last week. I had to return it. They're like, yeah, that's weird. I said, I don't know. I didn't think to check it because I thought y'all had turnover so quick and stuff. But yeah, these expired unfortunately last month. But that's might be why they're stale. But anyway, I'm gonna sit here and eat them. I'm not giving these to my friend because obviously they're expired. So my second suitcase did arrive and the box is fully intact, so I don't know what happened to the first one, which is the one I'm returning. Anyway, that is that, and now I'm home. Got all of the packages that were arriving today. I'm gonna do a face mask, gonna take out my contacts, just relax. It's like 4:30, so also need to drink something else. So done with that soda. I don't think I would buy it again. It was fine, but I mean, if I'm drinking something flavored, I'd want it to be more flavored. Kind of would rather have like, you know, like a real Coke or like a real cream soda. Oh, I love cream soda. Okay, so I have made the decision that I am washing this off in my kitchen sink because I don't know if you can see this, but there's like large chunks of seaweed, and I'm worried it's going to, number one, it's a pain in the butt because I have to keep the stopper down and then I have to like scoop out the seaweed before I do it in the bathroom. You know, shut off here. Also, I'm wearing this shirt that I got from the free stuff shelf, and it's actually quite comfy, so great. Somehow like 5:45. Actually, I added a couple minutes. It's 5:40. So I'm going to have this something sweet cafe. Okay, my hair also looks It looks like I got electrocuted because of the skincare headband. But I'm going to have this. It's the Galbi. I still can't pronounce it. Again, it's because my brain got reprogrammed because I couldn't say my English R's. Again, native English speaker, it was just a speech impediment, but as a result of speech therapy, you had to reprogram your brain. It works really well. Highly recommend it because I'm listening to a vlogger right now whose children are like 12 and 13, and the vlogger here, the mom, says that it's an accent. It's not an accent, it's a speech impediment because I had the same one. And I got kind of actually late intervention because essentially my 4th grade teacher wouldn't let me go into 4th grade until I got it fixed. So I started in 2nd grade to get it fixed. And I did get it fixed, but again, intervention was important. Certain words in Korean because of it's actually in every language, so there's certain French words I can't say either, but the French R is very different sounding than the English R. But yeah, so galbi box I have from Something Sweet Cafe, and then I was reading this and I forgot that it was like kind of a collab with Miss Korea. So there's like this Korean barbecue restaurant on in K-Town in Manhattan called Miss Korea, and it's a pretty decent one. Anyway, it's a collab with them, so that's where they get their barbecue from. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how to warm this up. There's not instructions on it, and typically when you buy like this sort of thing in Asia, you can just pop it in the microwave. But now I'm in the US and I'm like, do I do that? But also they put like greens in here, and you can't put greens in the microwave because then they get all mush. Yeah. So this actually is a pretty big lunchbox. I don't know if I can eat it all. Why are these lunchboxes so massive? Because now that I warmed up everything here, I'm like, oh my god, I don't usually eat a dinner plate worth of food. But it has a lot of beef here, and then there's also some green onions. This is honestly a great value. I will be trying to get this more often because it's literally every day it's available, and it does sell out, but not quite as quickly. But it has beef, green onions, got a rolled omelet, rice, that's like a ice cream scoop size of rice, so it's like a little bit more than I would typically want to eat with this. And then it has wang mandu, regular mandu, they're like what is it called, fried broccoli for some reason, and then a lot of fresh veg. Also, that face mask really helped my skin. I don't know if you can see it. I have used it 3 times because, again, you're supposed to use it 2 to 3 times a week, and I've used it 3 times this week, and I think it has truly helped. Like, I don't think it's just placebo at this point. I think it really has been helping because my skin is looking so much smoother and everything. Anyway, I figured I would just do a taste test. Piece beef and some onion. My jaw hurts from chewing. I don't eat the most chewy foods. It's good. It's just the meat is a little bit not as flavorful as I had hoped it would be. But I mean, I could easily spruce it up a bit. It has a very strong sesame oil flavor, so if you don't like sesame oil, don't get this for sure. But it has a little bit of sweet and a little bit of salty. I wish it was slightly more salty, but I also think I could probably put the sauce that's in the little cup. But again, I think I'm gonna just literally save all of those veg for tomorrow's snack because this is way too much food and I can't warm it up again because that's how you get food poisoning. Coming back with my review, it's a lot of food. Again, I'm really happy to have fresh veg. The food was just kind of, it's fine. But the mandu, the first one was like a beef dumpling, and that's like the mandu. And then I'm eating the wang mandu now, and it's the kimchi one. And it does have meat in it, I think. Or some sort of protein, I don't know. Maybe soy protein, I don't know. I would be interested in trying the tofu one next. Essentially, the beef was fine, but sometimes it was a little hard to chew, and it wasn't because I was microwaved, it was just kind of like tough meat. But again, I paid like $5 for it, so definitely got my money's worth, and I would recommend it. I don't know if I would pay full price though. I don't know how much full price is, but I assume it's like 15 to 20. Okay, look how many vegetables it is. I would say I probably should have taken them apart yesterday because there was a lot of standing water under there, so I had to like pat it dry a little bit, but pretty good. Okay, so it is after dinner, it's like 6:30, and I decided that since I was relatively unproductive today, I am going to do my eyeshadow decluttering. So I know I promised that, and I need to do it because I promised myself it as well. I have a friend who has a friend who goes to raves and stuff, so I'm wondering if I even kept any very any very colorful eyeshadows even, because I kind of tried to get rid of a lot of eyeshadows that were too colorful for me and my lifestyle, so I think a lot of mine are just literally just browns and pinks. Because I was also like looking in my drawers the other day, and I was like, I honestly haven't even accessed the second drawer, and I have just a few items in there. So let me go through it with you quickly. I'll switch my other camera because it has better quality. I want to listen to a podcast when I do my declutterings because otherwise it's a very long process. Okay, now you see it. So again, this is like all of the lip products that I have open right now. These are powders that I'm using, and apparently I've been stacking up some eyeshadows. So these are ones that I used in the past week, so for sure I've been using these. These are the ones that I tend to use more often, and I know I've been using them because like these are broken. For example, like the hinges are broken. These are Natasha Denona's from Boxycharm, and then I know I've used some of these, and then I know I've used the ones on the side here, I believe. I don't know if I've used all of them, so I should open them and check them out. But then I have this drawer, and this drawer I have used this because I just got sent this free for review from Rabanne. I don't know how to pronounce this. Rabanne. Anyway, I know I've used that, and I know I've used the Ciate, but I don't think I've used this Anastasia Beverly Hills Off to Costa Rica face palette. Is this like, maybe this has highlighter in it? Because I'm not a huge fan of the highlighters that I have right now. And I'm almost done with the one that I have open. So anyway, let me go through all of these, and then I have some palettes underneath my desk. Hold on. So then again, I had some palettes underneath my desk that are ones that wouldn't fit in that drawer because they're like too big. I don't think I'm going to keep this multi-use lip and cheek palette, for example, from Iconic London. Lucite Glow. Oh, it's a highlighter palette. Maybe I'll like that. Violet Voss. I remember thinking that this was going to be like bright purples, and it wasn't. So we'll crack into these to see. Signature palette from Ofra. Wanderous Escape palette from Wander Beauty. Anyway, I'll go through these with you along with the ones that I have on my desk. And this I think is for sure a donate, because why do I have... Oh, this was from a pop-up, and I forgot to put it in my donate pile earlier. This is like bright pink, so for sure not gonna wear that. I have gone through, and these are all of the palettes I have. So again, I think I called all of the ones that I was for sure not going to use a while ago. So I think I've done a pretty good job. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a pile of ones that I've used, and those ones I'm keeping because obviously I can't get rid of like in a donation fashion anything that I've used, and the ones that I haven't used I'm going to go through with you in a little bit more detail. And this is the Beauty Bakery Sour Ya Doin' palette, and this was from Boxycharm, and I think I remember using this one because I remember thinking that it was really pretty, and I like the other one that I'm going to tell you about. So this is the Sour Ya Doin' palette. It actually looks like I have not used it, so this will go in the not used yet pile, and I'll make a decision. But again, I like Beauty Bakery quite a bit. I also fact checked myself, so it looks like they like kind of went out of business, but then they're kind of back in business now. I don't know, their Instagram is back up. This is the one that I was gonna say I was gonna tell you more about. So I used to have two of these. I ended up giving one to a friend because I was like, hey, do you use eyeshadow? She's like, yeah, I guess I can do you a favor and take it. But then she ended up not using it. She ended up giving it to her mom to sell on eBay, which I think is really tacky because I was like, I could have donated that to a woman who would actually use it instead of having your mom profit off of me giving you something for free. Anyway, this is the Proof is in the Pudding palette. I got this from FabFitFun. This is like the first palette I've ever gotten, actually, truly. And I have used it, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that well, but I have gotten quite a bit of use out of it. I do like this palette. Some of them are a little bit too light for me. Like this rice pudding color is a little bit too light for me, but I do like this, and I do reach for it quite often because it's very basic. Again, I like the really basic browns and pinks. Also, I have to sit differently because my ankle is poking into the floor. This is the Taupes palette by Juvia's Place. I got this in a Trend Mood box from Black Friday, and I have used it. For me, it's not really my favorite palette, to be honest, but it's like really consistent, and it's not super color payoffy, but it does look kind of gray on me, and I think that's what people call ashy, but I mean, I do use it, and it's very basic. I think I have used this. This is from Natasha Denona, and this one's pretty, it's a heavy palette. And this one is the Zendo palette, and I think this is from a Boxycharm, I want to say. I do think I used this because I was really curious about it because everybody raves about Natasha Denona all the time. Yeah, so it's like a hard palette, and I definitely have used one shade, but this is what it looks like. Now I'm like, I should have not used it, I could have donated it. But then I also feel like sometimes people are gonna do something skeezy like my friend did, or her mom did for her. I don't know. I no longer give that friend anything, by the way, because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want you to like keep trying to profit off of me. Okay, so this one is the Off to Costa Rica face palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It looks like it's a bronzer, highlighter, and blush, and I think I kept it because I was like, oh, this is actually quite versatile. But let me see truly if I think I'm going to use it, because some of the bronzer shades and blush shades are way too much for me. Yeah, actually I think I'm not going to use this probably. Yeah, it's just a little bit too dark like all around for me. I think I'm gonna donate. Anyway, so this is the Tarte palette. I think I have used this and I really did like it. This is from Boxycharm, I believe. There was like a Boxycharm Tarte box. This is the Sunrise. This is what it looks like. It is fully my colors. I apparently have not used it. Why am I thinking like I've used all of these? But I really like this one actually. So this one, honestly, I'm going to for sure keep, but I'm just going to put it in the pile like I said I would. Dominique Cosmetics, and this was Boxycharm. I don't think I've used this one yet either, because honestly, there was one I think that was really scary to me because as you know, I'm like actually quite blind. So thought of putting anything like glittery near my eyes is so scary. So this is Dominique Cosmetics. Oh yeah, I can't donate this one. The one that I'm scared of actually kind of broke in here and smudged all around. So it looks pretty bad, so I can't donate it. But I have not used it, but I would say that this is a pretty wearable palette for me. Put it in the keep pile just because, again, it was broken. This is the Ciate London Spice palette. And I have used this one quite a bit. As you can see, I made quite a dent in that top one. I don't know if you actually can see that. And I've tried this one and this shade on the bottom here, then the middle. It's like pretty vibrant on me, so I do think that this is a nice palette, and I will keep it, obviously. This one is Pat McGrath. Oh, I think this is the one that I was thinking of when I said Natasha Denona, but this one is the Pat McGrath palette. Everybody says how good Pat McGrath is as well, and I think this was from a Boxycharm. Most of the palettes, I think, came from Boxycharm. Boxycharm like to give a lot of palettes, but this is the Pat McGrath. Yeah, I have used this one. Some of the shades I'm not sure how to use, so I've used these three, the shimmers, and this one also shimmer, but I don't know how to use this black one. So if you know how to use a black eyeshadow, let me know. Just so you know, I have below basic eyeshadow skills, so let me know if you have below basic eyeshadow skills what you would recommend to do. Viseart, this is the Bronze Noir powder. So this is like a bronzer. And I remember when I got this, I was super jazzed because this was like the first bronzer and it's such a cute package. Like, I got this from Boxycharm. I think it was one of like the first Boxycharms I unboxed on the channel. This is what it looks like. I have not used it yet, but it's pretty old at this point, so I don't think I can donate it. This one is the first blush I've ever bought in my life. I got it in high school, I think. It's from the Balm. Do they even make the Balm anymore? This is the Hot Mama, and I have used quite a lot. I don't know if you can see this, and I feel like that's pretty impressive because it's really hard to use it up, in my opinion. Even if I were to wear it every day, I think it would still be hard to use because you like can only put a little bit on. This is the Item Beauty In My Element palette, and I don't remember if I've used this. Oh, this one is another one that's kind of broken. So this one here kind of cracked, so I'm gonna have to keep this palette. And again, this one's pretty wearable, and I think this came in a Boxycharm, I want to say, but this is what it looks like. I think I just gotta rotate my stock a little bit more. So actually I'll make a new pile of like things that are new but are broken because I'm gonna have to keep them. So this is OPV Beauty Glow Perfect Face Palette. I don't know what this is. Is it a highlighter? Up to 15-hour wear. Face palette with gorgeous shades, can be used as a bronzer, highlighter, and blush. What is this? Okay, so it looks like. It's so broken. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix this because I don't know if you can see it, the middle one is super broken, and good thing I have a towel on the floor because it crumbled all the way. Okay, gonna have to Google because I think you can fix it. I think I saw somebody who has a beauty channel say that they can fix something like this. I'm gonna have to Google it. So this one's like fully broken. This is a donate, as I told you. I have another no sebum powder from Innisfree, and I'm gonna put this in my actual makeup drawers just so I remember to use it. So this is from Ofra. This is the Signature Palette Symphony, and this one is not the most wearable for me actually. So I don't think I used this. Yeah, I did not use this. So I might donate this. I'm gonna put this in the new pile. This is the Wander Beauty Wanderess palette, and I think I have a different Wander Beauty one that's in my very used section. So let me open this one. And this is from Boxycharm. I have not used this yet, but I would say minus the blue, this is a very wearable palette for me because I typically just like to use only like a very basic kind of neutral-ish shimmer shade as my only eyeshadow. This might be a keep, but for now it's going in the section here. Violet Voss Violet Sunset Pro Series eyeshadow and pressed pigment. Oh, pressed pigment scares me so bad. I might just donate this if I haven't used it yet. I'm very blind, but half of the colors would be very wearable, but like the rest, not so much. And again, pressed pigment scares me, and I am going to likely donate this one. So actually I'm gonna put just the Violet Voss and the Ofra in a different pile because I'm pretty positive I'm donating them. Transluce Beauty Lucite Glow highlighter palette. I think this was from a Boxycharm, I want to say. I don't remember this. Oh, okay, I was like, I don't remember a bright yellow palette ever. Oh, I'm gonna keep this actually because again, I'm almost out of highlighters and I have only one. They don't tend to send highlighters these days in subscription boxes, so I'm gonna keep that guy. Keeping is gonna stay there. This is getting very out of hand. Okay, Violet Voss Sunkissed Pro Series eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette again. Sunkissed though. Sunkissed Summer sounds potentially more like something I might be wearing, unless it means that it's gonna be sunburn. But oh yeah, this is for sure more my speed. So I think I'm gonna keep this even though it's scary that it has pressed pigments in it. It doesn't have glitters, which is the most scary for me. But this is like a very wearable palette for me. This one is Wander Beauty Sweet Escaped, and this is from Boxycharm. Okay, this one will be a hard choice because part of me is like, I want to use these two middle ones so much. I think this is what they call a foiled shade, but they're so shimmery and shiny. But I don't know if I would use the purples. I might use the light purple because this one is like kind of incandescent almost. Do you see that it's like kind of pulling a little bit purple, pink, and green a little bit? I'm gonna have to really think about it because again, I like the Wander Beauty palettes. I know people like to poop on them a lot because they go in subscription boxes so often, but I haven't been unhappy with any Wander Beauty product, to be honest. Putting that in the pile here. This one is Best Dressed Lids from Mally XO, Neutrals, and Bolds. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the back and it's a little scary. So this is what it looks like. Oh, okay, so after I opened it up though, it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. They're kind of more subdued, kind of like royals, you know, like velvety kind of looking. I don't know, this is gonna be hard to choose. I think I really did do a good job getting rid of the ones that were like way too much for me, except for apparently that Violet Voss one. Iconic London Multi-Use Lip and Cheek Palette. Again, I think when I mentioned it earlier, I think I was gonna get rid of this one just because I don't think I will use it. Again, I think this is probably a cream palette, if I'm being honest with you. This is from Boxy as well. Yeah, it's creams. There are 6 creams and I'm not gonna use this for sure. So this one's a donate. Okay, now we're into the one that is like full of things that I actually use. This is from Daiso, and actually I was quite happy with it. It's really good for travel too, so I might allow myself to buy a small one like this from Daiso because I think I paid won maybe maximum 5,000 won. Looks kind of bad because I don't like putting my fingers in it. You're supposed to put it on with your finger, but I had put my brush in it after I had used the other ones. But this one's like a really nice shimmer, and this one has a very faint shimmer to it, and then there's like a brown matte and a pink matte. But this is from Twinkle Pop. It's like a Club Clio brand. This is a highlighter. So this is like the other highlighter that I have, and I've had this for years and I'm like barely being able to make a dent in it. Even though I use it, only a little bit goes a long way. So keeping that for sure. This is the Innisfree, and this is this green powder, but it's in a emoji thing, and this is just my general feeling, but this is really old, but I still use it. Ciate London Everyday Vacay palette. This is what it looks like. So it does have blush, bronzer, and highlighter. Is this gonna help you, or do you see all my secrets, including my socks? Probably. But I do like it. I would say that it's not my favorite palette, so do I wish that I never used it? Yeah. So I could have donated it? Yeah. This one, the reason why I used this Everyday Vacay is because it sounded like it was going to be kind of similar to this guy here. So this one is the Wander Beauty, and this is the Getaway Face and Eye palette from, I think I got it from an Allure beauty box. I think this guy also came from Allure beauty box. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I am essentially done with the highlighter, as you can see. Basically hitting pan in a few of the shades too. The blush is essentially not even touched, but this palette is really good actually, truly, for travel. Is the lighting slightly better? I moved my ring light. So this one is the Lime Crime Venus palette, and I got this in a Boxycharm, I want to say. Originally I intended not to use it because look at, this is so not my shades, but I did use it, and I do like the formula. Lime Crime is another brand that I would never spend my money on just because, again, the morals and ethics of the owner don't align with me. I got it in a boxy and I was curious about it because people had said how good this palette is, and it's fine. This is from Kaja. I got this in an Allure beauty box. I really like this actually, and I have a second one that I'm actually going to give my Japanese friend, or one of them, because I really like this. So it's a bento. It has 3 products in it, and they're all eyeshadows. So top is the shimmer, and again, I tend to just use the shimmer. Every time I wear this, I get compliments, and this is the middle shade, so it's kind of like a medium, but it's a matte. And then this is the brown, the dark brown, and I kind of never use it, but yeah, this one is really nice. This is the Face Shop. This was a free gift I got for going to some seminar. One of my friends got it, and he didn't use eyeshadow, so he was like, do you want this? You're the only girl here. And I said, fine, sure. I do like it. It's kind of like a dusty rose color. It's not the most color payoff, and honestly, I probably wouldn't buy Face Shop eyeshadows if I'm honest, but it's nice, and I do sometimes use it with the top Kaja. Ace Boutte. This one is the Falling For You. Oh, I remember this one because I remember when I unboxed it on my channel for Boxycharm, I remember being like, oh, this is gonna be so nice. It's gonna be like all of these like fall shades. They're gonna be like perfect for me and like so good, but let me show you. This is what it looks like. Can you see this? This is what it looks like, and I was like, whoa, that's not what I thought it would look like at all. Like, why are these like fluorescent like parking cone, and then like the sun is like, I don't even know what this one is. It's like fluorescent red orange. But I have used it. I do think I should not have touched it because these are not my shades, but I have used the palette and I will be keeping it because I have used it. It's kind of fun sometimes to play around with it once my life is a little bit less stressful. Maybe I'll do that again. This is the Violet Voss Olive You Forever. Oh, it's a play on words. I get it. But this is also from Boxycharm, and I don't remember if I've used this or not. Oh yeah, this was another one that I was like, oh, it doesn't really match what I thought the palette would be based upon what the title of the palette is, but this one I have not used, so I will to donate pile. Again, I think I like got rid of all of the really, oh, I just put my finger in it. So now it's mine forever because I put my thumb, because I was trying to keep the freaking plastic piece in here because I'm anal retentive about that, because everybody else on unboxing channels gets rid of all of that packaging and the boxes, and here I am keeping everything and trying to keep it all together and put my thumb in it. And then finally I have 2 of these Natasha Denona palettes from Boxycharm. You can tell that this one is the most used for me actually. The hinges on these are not great, and I'm wondering if you buy it like at Sephora when you get the small ones, do the hinges also break like this? Because they both snapped. And I don't use my products hard, and I don't travel with these, and literally I was just opening it one day and I think the plastic got dried out and cracked. But this palette, I have used a lot of this shade and a lot of this shade, not so much of this one, not so much of this one, but I've kind of dabbled in this shade here. But I will be keeping this, and I do like the Natasha Denona palettes actually. This one I was kind of interested in, so I'm more of a warm tone person usually, so this one was cool tone, so I was kind of interested to see what I look like in it. The only wearable shade for me is this middle one because the rest make me look really gray. And then I have a sample of House of Lashes eyelash glue. I don't know where this came from, but I have it. Okay, so in terms of what I'm keeping, I'll show you, and then I'll kind of go through these other ones, and I'll like look side by side with them with you. Okay, I just wanted to show you what I am keeping, and as you can see, there are some general themes, some definite outliers here, but general themes. So this Natasha Denona is a bit of an outlier, but it's just so pretty, and you can tell, or I can tell, I don't know if you can tell on camera, that the quality is actually quite nice compared to some of the other ones I have, and I will make it a goal for me to use this product. Got my Proof is in the Puddin' palette here from Beauty Bakery. And again, this is just a classic me. This Taupes palette, actually now that I see it, is very similar to this Natasha Denona palette. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like very similar. They're both pulling kind of gray and very gray to me. And maybe that's why they don't look so good on me, because this is like a yellow towel, so I don't know, kind of helping you see what my problem is with that palette. Natasha Denona, very similar to that one, but this one's far more wearable to me. This one is pretty good, but this one's the Ciate Everyday Vacay, but this one is a little bit purple. Ace Beauté one. This one's an outlier, but honestly it's because I think this was like the second palette I got ever, period. And I did not bring this home with me for COVID, and I got this one over COVID, and this was the second palette I got, so I was starting to using it when I was at my parents' house over COVID. So that's why I started using it. This one here I'm just keeping because I accidentally put my thumb in it. This one's also pulling gray to me. I don't know if you can see it. Tell me how that is. Like, why is it pulling gray? Is it a cool tone? Is that why it is? I'm not a color theory guy. I've never been into art. Dominique Cosmetics, and honestly this one also looks like high quality. I just would not use the glitter because again I'm so worried about cutting out my eyeballs. Ciate London Spice palette. I always want to call it the Space palette, and this one is actually quite pretty. It's just a little bit, again, I think it's pulling a little gray. Like, even though they're oranges and reds, it's looking a little gray to me. I don't know, but I think that might be why it's not my favorite palette. Like, the colors seem like they should be in my like wheelhouse. Lime Crime, very much not mine, but I did try it because I was curious, and everybody said that they liked it so much, and the formula is quite nice. I just think the shades were not mine. Lifestyle. And then this Item Beauty one, actually quite interested in it because again it's very similar to, like, you know, my general go-tos. This one is my for sure go-to because you can see I like hit pan almost on everything. That's the Getaway palette from Wander Beauty. Pat McGrath, this one I just kind of forget about because I just forget about it, but the shimmers are quite nice. Twinkle Pop, you know, all this. So that's what I'm keeping for sure. So let me put them away. Palettes, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them out of the boxes. I'm going to get rid of the boxes because I think that's part of why I don't reach for certain palettes, because it's just so much work to unbox everything every time I want to use it. So I think that'll help me try to use up some more. Out of all my friends, the ones who wear makeup don't wear eyeshadows, and I sometimes feel like the only thing I would do on the day is like literally just my eyes. So for sure mascara, for sure eyebrows, but I also feel like I now feel naked without like my basic brown shimmer. But yeah, I think I'm gonna not put them back in the boxes because again, I think I'm gonna reach for products more because I'll like see them, because the box is just like, this is Natasha Denona. It looks just like, if I see it on my desk, I'm not gonna reach for it because I don't think about it. But if I see this, I'm gonna reach for it more often. When I went to go grab my other drawer, I found that I forgot about these three palettes. So I already showed you this one, I believe, the Rabanne. So this one is also quite wearable for me. Obviously the orange one up here, it's showing really red orange on the viewfinder, but it's actually not that red orange in person. Kind of like a in between a terracotta and a bronze. And then Ciate London, what's this guy? Oh, this one is quite wearable, bronzed palette. And this was also an Allure beauty box, and this one the hinge also broke. I don't know if you can see that, like the hinge fully broke off, and I don't know what's going on because I'm very careful with everything I own. So I don't know what happened. But this one I do like. It's not very colorful, which I actually appreciate because even I can wear this one without it being like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of eyeshadow, you know? Anyway, so I have these guys here off to the side because there's certain things that I can't fit in the current drawer that I have set up. Okay, I'm showing you the ones that I have not yet used. This guy's broken, so that doesn't count. But essentially, it's a hard decision. to be completely honest. I was gonna get rid of this one, but then I'm like, out of this, a majority of them I would use, because honestly, I like this sour one because I don't have like a white shimmery, a light pink shimmery, and I also like this sangria one, which is also kind of shimmery. I don't know if you can see that. Again, I don't want to take the plastic off just in case I change my mind, but I'm also like, that one looks so similar to so many other colors. I don't know. This one I'm on the fence about, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep this Mally one because it's all mainly shimmers. And as I mentioned earlier, if I were to just use eyeshadow, I probably would just reach for just a simple shimmer and not like put a matte underneath it or anything, like literally just that. And these ones are kind of like basic colors. Sweet Escape, this one I think I might actually donate, even though like this half is so calling my name. This half is not. But now I'm like, what do I do? Okay, this one as well, I don't know. For sure I'm getting rid of is this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, because I'm not going to use a bronzer and I'm not going to use the blush. And honestly, the highlighter is a little bit too dark for my skin. So that one's for sure gone. Everything else I think I'm keeping. Am I terrible? Probably. But I am going to get rid of these 2 palettes over here. So I'm getting rid of, oh no, 3. Getting rid of 3 palettes, so it actually is pretty good. I did do a good job so far because I did get rid of stuff, and these ones are so hard because again, I want to try them out, and I'm also wondering like eventually if I get a job again where I'm outside of my house, I feel like I would be more apt to use different options for my eyeshadows. I am feeling like a failure, but also like, I don't know, these were sent to me and they're fun and I want to learn how to do eyeshadow. I just like haven't had time to sit down and apply myself. Like I know I have time, but it's also like I have to have the mental capacity to do it, and because this is like a fully new field and skill for me, it's like if I were to suddenly become an aerospace engineer, like I have the time to learn about aerospace engineering, but like, do I have the brain space and the mental capacity for it? I don't know. So I think I am going to keep all of these. They're going to be in this drawer here where I'm going to know that I haven't used them yet, and I'm going to try to prioritize them. I have put everything here, and again, now it's actually quite empty, so it's quite good. But these are the larger palettes that didn't fit in here, and now honestly I know which palettes are which because I took out the boxes. For like the taller ones, I was keeping them on the floor in a basket, but like I out of sight out of mind, I didn't even remember I had them. So now I can definitely see that they're there, so I have it there and I can now easily access things. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put some other stuff in here. So I have like some makeup over here, and I think over here I want to keep more skincare and like wearing the eyeshadow palettes, just because again I don't get Boxycharm anymore, so I don't think I'm gonna get that many in my life. But let me show you the aftermath. Look at how many boxes I got rid of. That's so much volume of space taken up just by boxes. And why do they put the boxes? I guess they have to, because otherwise they would have to for sure make a latch closure on everything. But it's like, that's just so much extra packaging. I'm gonna sit down and figure out if I can try to tackle pressing this powder back together today. I think when I unboxed it, I was like, oh, it's broken. I'm gonna try to fix it. And then it's like, what, a year later and it still hasn't been done? Maybe 2 years. Okay, so let me Google that. And I'm gonna see, because I already have like the towel laid out anyway, so I may as well use it. Sounds like it is quite an undertaking. So essentially I have to crush it up, add rubbing alcohol, press it down with a spoon, and then let it dry overnight. I'll try this as an experiment. Let's see together. You saw what it looked like already, so let me try. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I'm not gonna film the whole process. Okay, so I said I wasn't gonna film it all, but this is like the softest powder I've ever felt in my life. I think that's why it's like very compromised. I'm like barely tapping it and it's just like crumbling to bits. That Facebook group is still so dramatic. I don't know why. Again, I'm just a lurker. I just like go in there. But it all is because of people wanting to get discounted Eataly bags. And again, I get them all the time. Like I see them up and I don't buy them because I don't like carbs like that much. And the last one I got, I obviously got. And it was full of like way too much pasta, and I just finished eating it, and like I'm saying never again I'm getting a large bag. But people are literally bashing people in the Facebook group, the fact that they're too slow to get Eataly bags, and they're saying that it's because one person is buying them all. It's like, no, I see them too, and I'm not even on the app that often. So like if you truly are trying to get these Eataly bags, there's specific times when they tend to drop them. And also you should also be on the app about 2 hours before the pickup window starts, because that's when people also cancel their orders. And that's always when I go on, and that's always when I see them. And I grab them every once in a while when I'm like, well, I haven't had bread in a while. By the way, I'm having a snack. I'm hungry. It's like 8:45. This is too late to have this snack, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I have some Aldi tortilla chips and some Aldi salsa that I'm gonna have. So I did just buy 3 to-go bags, which is why I was looking on the group, because essentially I'm trying to figure out if the juice press at Rockefeller gives out good bags or not, because there's certain ones that I'm not going to go back to again because they gave terrible bags, and then there's certain ones that I would for sure go to. It's really dependent on your luck, honestly, and it's not because of certain people. It's so funny because people are also like, she's grabbing up all the good bags. It's like, no, she just knows the game, and the game is you got to go at a certain time, because most of the time these companies have the system automated, but then also for the ones that are not automated, where they only release one bag every once in a while, you know that you have to go on at a certain time to look at it. So it's just a whole thing. It's pattern recognition, and I feel like the people who are complaining the most are the people who are not good at pattern recognition and also probably failed standardized exams. Also, I must eat this tomorrow because I have a review due in 3 days. And honestly, when I'm reading this, I'm going to try to not be biased, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be very good. I thought it would have like the plant-based milk, like the not milk. I thought they would have like the powdered version of it in the sauce packet already, but you have to add your own plant-based milk. So I got almond milk, so we'll see together how this is.